my sound off, man. I don't feel like I've ranted on anybody as much as I've ranted on this dude in the 2.5 years that I've been doing this show. And that is one, Jerry Reinsdorf. I don't use the word hate because hate, I don't really hate people. I feel like hate takes a lot of work to do. But I hate Jerry Reinsdorf. I hate what he has done to the two teams that I loved rooting for. The Chicago Bulls, which introduced me to sports, introduced me into everything that I've been obsessed with, and the Chicago White Sox. With the Chicago White Sox, as you clearly see, with this hat on my head, I am now rooting for the Dodgers now. And I will not feel any shame for that. One, I've been a Los Angeles resident for 10 years, so I feel like I've passed the bandwagon time frame to get past. And number two, if you're a Chicago White Sox fan, I don't understand how you can continue to support what he's doing when it's just a blatant slap in the face. The Bulls are one thing. The Bulls are one thing, and I will never stop rooting for the Bulls. Now, do I watch the Bulls? Hell no. I've watched maybe 2 Bulls games this entire season. I've maybe watched 7 in the last 2 combined. I treat them like the little kid in the corner who, playing with toys or something. I give the Bulls no attention, but just because they won so many times when I was a kid, I give them some grace, even though it's a shit show that they're running over there, and we done been over that countless times. But what they're doing with the White Sox right now, and also with the whole new trying to get a stadium thing. First of all, there's nothing wrong with Guaranteed Rate Field or Comiskey Park or US Sailor Field, whatever you want to call it. It is still one of the best parks in Major League Baseball right now. Very good conditions. And you're trying to move just because you're gonna you're trying to get it before the Bears, just in case the Arlington Heights project falls through. And these are the quotes that really piss me off. If you're as a guy who used to root for the White Sox, and for anybody who is a White Sox fan, he said he gave 3 major reasons for why the team can't succeed in that area anymore. Basically saying the economics of baseball have completely changed, and top bill players such as Shohei Ohtani are getting as much as $700 million a year. And at that location we're at now, we cannot generate the revenue needed to pay those salaries, which is bullshit, number one, because it's not about the stadium. It's about the play on the field. You completely botched a rebuild that was supposed to lead you at least to be in contention for multiple World Series championships. All you got out of that was a wild card series during the COVID year, which you lost, and a series against the Houston Astros of 2021, which you lost, and honestly should have got swept in if it wasn't for that miraculous Lurie Garcia home run in Game 3. And then he goes on and says that basically the reason that they should give him $1 billion is because he's going to die soon, and that he just doesn't know what it'll mean for other billionaires when he's gone. He said nothing about it, that I'm about to turn 88. When I'm gone, my son, Michael Reinsdorf, the president of Chicago Bulls, which the family also owns, will have an obligation to do what's best for other investors in the Sox. That likely means putting the team out for sale. This team will be more out of town. Now, we're going to get more in depth in this in a local hour later, me and Bang. But when you lose the White Sox, when you move the White Sox from the South Side, you lose their identity. Because let's be very clear. This team can go to Nashville. Nobody's going to give a fuck about them out there either. Chicago's still a Cubs town. And if anything, you had the pride of being repped by an area in the South Side. With that, without being there anymore, you don't have that. And at that point, you're nothing because you don't even play well to fucking begin with. So my sound off is that Jerry Reinsdorf needs to just go away. I personally will not be rooting for this team until either, ownership changes or, something else happens. And so that's just pretty much where I'm at it. That's my sound off about Jerry Reinsdorf. Man.
Paper on this player, haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna